What is up, guys? My name is Bully and welcome to the Fruit of Grisaia. And some of you guys might be asking, why am I playing this game without a face cam? I think that some of the gameplay I think that I'm gonna mostly do does not actually require face cam. Mainly because I feel like it's just made me like lose focus on what I'm usually doing, and that is like focus on the gameplay itself. And that's what I actually plan to do. And I haven't seen the anime of this yet. All I know is that some other people play this game, so let's go from the beginning. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, this is the unrated version. I'm sorry. I wanted to get like the old ages version, apparently. So okay, I have to edit this out probably. Intense sunlight blazes down on the road as if to declare the arrival of summer. The burning asphalt radiates the heat, mixing with the scent of the tide to form a thick, muddy atmosphere. When the weather is clear in the summer like this, you get guys who lose their heads in the heat. What the fuck? Eh? Nande kore? Leone? What is this? Oh god. Sexual assaults, robberies, all the way up to homicides. I don't have time to list the variety of crimes committed by morons with big brains. Sorry, I feel sick, guys. As a result, at times like these, the police inevitably get very worried about suspicious types. It was about 10 minutes ago that I realized I'd been mistaken for one of those heat-stroke eyelid swords.
名前が風見雄二。住所は山梨県大里郡。
Okay, sweat. Is it? Okay, I'm pretty sure it says sweat. Sweat pouring from his forehead as he examines my license. The policeman in front of me takes a glance at the large backpack I'm carrying. Then continues to the background check.
山梨から来たのか、あんた。
はい。
この町には何の用事で？大荷物背負ってどこかへ行く途中かい？
I told you this 10 minutes ago. I'm moving. This luggage is everything I own.
それじゃあ、引っ越し先の住所は？
Like I said, I don't have one yet. The answer's not going to change no matter how many times you ask.
引っ越し先の住所も決まっていないのに、引っ越してきたっていうのかい？君、何を隠しているの？そろそろ本当のことを教えてよ。
Okay. Where did you come from? Where are you going? What are you planning to do here? Depending on the context, these could be fairly philosophical. I'm pretty sure I heard that word before, but I don't even know how to pronounce it. Even though I pronounced it really good before. Philosophical questions. But as far as the police inquiries go, they're pretty run of the mill. I'm sad, guys, sorry. From their perspective, anyone wandering around without clear-cut business is by default a criminal of some sort. Let alone someone like me, carrying around a conspicuous, bulky luggage, it is as good as guaranteed that they'll stop me. That is their job, I suppose. Since this little scene acts as a crime deterrent through its visibility, it's not an entirely wasted effort. But unfortunately, I don't have all day to play along. I drop a glance towards a digital watch I'm wearing around my left wrist. sorry, but I kept someone waiting. I really can't spare any more time for hanging out with some bored cops.
バカにしてるのか。
What? A bored police force is proof that the city is at peace. Take that as a compliment. Oh! 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 Oh my goodness! Inexplicably taking offense at my tone, the policeman clicks his tongue in irritation and tosses my license
じゃ
back.
あ、あざみさん。悪いけど、お背中の荷物の中身、確認させてもらっていいかな。
Pretty sure he's going to drive off after. I refuse.
どうして？何か見られたくないものでも入ってるの？刃物。持ってない？
I don't rely on blades. Policy of mine. Look. Sorry. Policy of mine. Look. Are you really telling me to unpack all of this on the spot? It'll take an hour, at least 30 minutes to take all this out. 30 minutes to take stuff it back in. Which probably makes sense.
じゃあ立ち話もなんだし、警察署に行こうか。冷たいお茶ぐらい出すからさ。そこでゆっくりお話を聞かせてよ。
Pretty sure he's gonna deny. I just told you I don't have time. I can't accept voluntary questioning. I know you can't just back down in this situation, but if I have to head over there myself later, could we wrap this up for now?
そんな都合のいいこと言って、そのまましらばっくれる気だろ。だったらせめて自宅の連絡先を教えてよ。
As I've explained, I'm in the middle of the mood. I've vacated my old place, so I don't have an address. I guess that makes sense.
じゃあご両親の住んでいる実家の住所だ。まさか両親もホームレスだとは言うまい？
I don't have any parents, no siblings, no relatives either. They're all dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Sorry.
本当に？やっぱり何か隠してるんじゃないの？
I could probably tell why this guy's a badass. This is going nowhere.
警察署まで来てくれれば無駄な問答をしなくて済むんだけどね。今パトカー呼ぶから少し待っててくれる
？Then at least let me call the person I'm supposed to be reading at. This rate they'll be reading all day.
そりゃ構わないけど。相手は誰？お友達？
I'm not going to tell you that.
言えないような相手なのか？
Oh, holy! Oh my god! It's your. I don't want to say anything. I was keeping quiet out of the goodness of my heart. You dragged it out of me, so don't blame me when your parents get divorced and your happy home is shattered.
何してるのか？え？
Wait. I am laughing so hard right now. The scream doesn't sound like an average Japanese person. Or women. It sounds like an American girl screaming. Some budget in this game. A desperate cry follows within seconds. A woman sits collapsed in the street, stretching out her hands in her high heels lie on the ground, knocked off her feet by the sudden fall. This is about halfway between us. There's a man in a flashy Hawaiian shirt running in this direction. Although the thief flinches for a moment at the sight of the policeman's uniform, but after a quick check of my inconvenient side streets, he bows onward. Brandishing the storage bag menacingly, his hand violently gestures out of my way. The cop is completely flustered. He's quite clearly unaccustomed to this sort of situation. While he's panicking, the distance between us and the thief shrieks with surprising swiftness. The man runs in a straight line towards the breakthrough to freedom. I had to be standing directly in the middle to restrain. Let me guess, he's gonna do something. He prepares to strike with the bag. I ascertain the movement of his shoulder and arm. From the first signs of motion, he hits the wrist sharply just as it begins to swing. The man's arm instantly stiffens and loses all of his momentum. His eyes pop wide open in shock. I immediately grab the collar of the Hawaiian shirt he's wearing and firmly draw him toward me. Oh, okay, jeez, I feel sick. Hang on. Ow. Okay, before the man can offer resistance to my pole, I smoothly reverse and use my body weight to shove against it. And when pushed just as they began to brace themselves against being pulled, anyone except a genuine expert is going to be thrown off balance. Nice shirt. Where'd you buy it? Shock spreads across the man's face, and as his knees buckle against his will, I try to gain a chokehold using the grip of the neck of his shirt, but chuckled to this, the man promptly draws his head back and shifts his body to the side, preventing me from landing a hold of his neck. I feel sick. Sorry. Although I expected as much from the glance at his build, it seems like he's somewhat experienced in judo. Demo. In this case, you were better off trying a decisive tackle. But turning around the person at you in the opposite direction of his slide, and yank his right arm upwards with both hands in one movement, I circled to his back. I can tell that doesn't sound good. Next, pull back on the opponent's wrist and elbow and pin him on the ground, to the ground. This is just basic like Aikido, by the way. I'm pretty sure I heard the word Aikido before in some of the video games or visual novels. I could probably tell why they call this the unrated version. Hey now, you've got your priorities all wrong. Before you're worrying about me, you should kill this guy who sold you that shirt. Perhaps unconsciously, the man's now empty left hand desperately slaps at the asphalt. While holding the sleeve pins, I quickly shoot a look behind me. Don't just stand there! The policeman jerks up straight in response to my angry shout, taking the pair of the handcuffs from the pouch around his waist, and he runs over to restrain the criminal. The first sergeant seems to have resigned himself to his fate and doesn't offer any pointless resistance. He accepts his red-handed arrest, but death docilely. Why am I not reading right? He sits quietly on the ground with his head hung out as the policeman radios for backup. Apparently, they weren't too far off, as siren approaches in no time. Two policemen get out of the arriving cruiser and push the criminal into the back seat. I'm quietly watching the scene in perfect passively. The policeman from earlier runs over. I pass on all other things, so how about letting me move on?
宣告の件も含めてできれば改めて署でお話を聞かせていただきたいのですが。
Preacher's going to be pissed off. Figured as much. Shaking my hand in exasperation, I suddenly rebuked myself. Should just left it alone. As the policeman pushes at my back, I glance at my wristwatch and force me that I'm already 5 minutes late for my meeting. Oh shit.
なあ、もうそろそろ話してくれないか。
20 minutes have passed since I bought the interrogation room. Coming as the place where criminals break into fast-reading TV dramas, I'm seeing the cheap foldable pipe chair, arms folded in perfect silence.
そうやって黙ってちゃいつまで経っても帰れないぞ。誰かと待ち合わせをしているんだろ。さっさと話して終わらせた方がいいんじゃないか。
Instead of responding, I closed my eyes and saw a statement indicating that I have absolutely no intention of opening my mouth. Sorry interruption, guys. Sorry. Where was I? The detective clicks his tongue in desperation at my attitude. I've got plenty fair idea of what he will be doing next.
悲しいことがないなら話せるだろう。いつまでだんまりを決め込むつもりだ。
The sound of something being struck, an even louder attempt at intimidation. This is the point where a timid guy would be jumping in his seat with his eyes wide open, or maybe staring at the floor and quivering. As for me, my eyes are still shut and my arms are still folded quietly. My mind is a total blank. I've been accustomed for adults to shun at me like this since I was a child. Oh shit. Following the threat stage, the next step would be for him to grip my hair and jolt me back and forth. But I'm dealing with an official authority group here. I should get off without direct violence this time. As I said, they won't pull out the old TV cliches to harass me and by shining a desk lamp in my eyes or something of the sort. I can roughly translate the detective's sigh. Now, please. Are we down now, please? Son of a bitch. Goddamn kids these days. I gently opened my eyes in order to sneak a look as he discussed his fate. The detective sitting in front of me seems to be challenging the genius work record of motion eyes, asymmetry between the left and right sides of the human mouth, or maybe he's just scowling. When another snort of laughter in response to the unexpectedly unpleasant sight, the detective scratches his head violently and glares at me.
あのな兄ちゃん、あれに入れ知恵されたか知らないが、警察で黙秘したって何も得はしないぞ。
It won't gain you anything, but you won't lose anything either, except your time. I turn my gaze and I follow the wall of the sweat box. An hour has already since the scheduled time for my meeting. The detective strikes the desk with an extremely comic timing. The best part is the way he knocks the ashtray off the table every time he does this. His tone distinctly fed up, but he stops down to pick the plastic tray off the floor. Kasami Yuji, occupation student.
だからそりゃもう何度も聞いたっつんだよ。調べたよ。山梨から来たんだろ。過去の犯罪歴はなし、歩道歴も交通違反もなし、何かを表彰されるようなこともなし。ここまで綺麗な懲罰なしってのは変だろ。まるで誰かが細工したみてえに真っ白なんだよお前は。お前は一体何者なんだ。
Kasama Yuji, occupation student.
なんだそりゃ。警察に捕まったらそれしか言うなって誰かに言われてんのか。お前どっかのテロリストか。
Kasama Yuji, occupation student.
もういい。黙れ。
First it says something, now it shuts up. Talk about hard to please. A capricious detective scowls yet again and scratches his head. Flakes the dandruff drift grandly through the air. Dressed in his strongly wrinkled suit and heavy stubble, I'd say he hasn't been on the street in days.
なあなあなあ、頼むよ。こっちの事情も考えてくれよ。
Another sigh. It's enough to make me want to heave one myself. Because we both take over seriously, it seems like we're standing around in circles.
さっきのひったくり事件の取り調べも進まないし、厄介なの捕まえたよまったく。
Wait, that's it? Just as we roughly complete the exchange of one-sided bitterness and glaring, there's a well-timed knock at the door. It sounds like it's being unlocked.
あ、お疲れ様です。
A slightly plump elderly detective enters the room. Given the respectful tone of the detective I've been chatting with, he's probably a superior of some
どう
sort.
かしましたか？はい。
After the quick glance in my direction, the elderly detective whispers into the younger man's ear. Before long, the younger detective turns towards me with the decidedly unpleasant expression.
釈放だとお疲れさん。
Why now all of a sudden?
それはこっちから聞いてくれ。それじゃあな。
With those parting words, the young detective leaves the room. Yeah, bye, you cunt. The elderly detective watches him go and then he faces me with a greasy smile.
いやー、すみませんでしたね、風見さん。こちらに連絡が行っていなかったようで、先ほどようやっとあなたの身元保証人の方と連絡が取れた次第でして。
The detective stares at me with the eyes like a dead
市
fish.
ヶ谷の関係者なら最初からそう言っていただかないと。
If you'd known I was from Ichigaya from the start, wouldn't you have thrown me in jail, stripped me naked, and sprayed me down a hose?
まさかまさかご冗談を。うちは天下の桜だもんですよ。
Just to let you know, I'm nothing but a student. My work at Ichigaya is only a part-time cleaning job.
掃除ですか。なるほどね。うまいことおっしゃいますな。さすがはインテリさんの集まりだ。
In response to my words, the detective switched his mouth into something vaguely resembling a
い
smile.
やー、ですからね。そちらさんもそんなご事情ならば、もっと早く言っておいていただければよかったんですが、ご存知かと思いますが、上があれですから。 いろいろとややこしくてね。
Sarcasm drifting from every pore of his body. Sorry. The detective treats me with transparency and stare courteously. He's perfectly civil on the superficial level, but the atmosphere in here is growing increasingly unpleasant. When can I get something to do and something in peace? The young detective from before, hard as that he was, seems infinitely preferable. Did you inquire to Ichigaya about me?
いいえね。あなたのお名前をデータベースで検索させたんですがね。検索している最中に電話が鳴りまして、受話器を上げてみたら防衛省の特別の機関からのお電話でして、うちの犬がそちらで保護されていないかと聞きましてね。いや、驚きましたよ実際。うちは保健所じゃありませんからね。
Well, it's mainly because you're a bitch, that is why. Since you found my owner and confirmed that my leash is properly attached, I should be able to leave now, right?
どうぞご自由に。ああ、そうそう。 あなたが今度転入なさる学園の学園長からもこちらに連絡がありましたよ。
That's so.
なかなかいらっしゃらないからと近隣の署に片っ端から連絡を入れたそうですよ。おかげでうちの所長も会議の途中で電話に引っ張られたようでして、散々闇を言われたと言っておりました。
Where's my backpack?
お預かりした荷物は玄関に出してありますので、そちらで。なんでしたらうちの車でお送りしましょうか。
You're not getting funds from the public taxes in order to chauffeur bombs like me around, are you? I'll walk. After I emerge out of the door by the old man, the young detective appears from the rear, carrying the backpack they'd taken from me earlier. Do you expect why is it called a freaking luggage? A bit of a tough question. I guess you'd say my life. That wasn't really what I was going for. Dropping the backpack next to me, the sailors have a slight sigh. This for lugging around here pretty heavy, isn't it? True, I guess that's natural for policemen, sorry. Did say this once rarely. I'm wearing the school uniform, you can see it at a glance. That's for sure as we pass each other. With us parting of words, he heads back to the police station. Guess I don't make a convincing student yet. I'm wearing a deep blue slacks and short sleeve. Ah, no! Never mind. Excluding my somewhat longish hair, I would be the very image of a student. I guess it's a little bit difficult for me to something like that all of a sudden. But it's probably precisely because it's difficult that I decided to give it a try. For a while, I myself didn't understand why I asked for this, but now, not again! My finger! Why did it become something like that? I couldn't understand something that I wasn't. At the moment, I've done nothing but smooth down my edges a bit. Perhaps later on, I became a student on the inside as well. The sun has been climbing up with only now it's finally reaches zenith. The temperature keeps on raising, the sweet oozes from her skin. I was pretty sure she picked me up, but... Who's she? Sensing the pressure, I lowered my gaze from the sun. My eyes fell across the high contact lighting project, a human from in a silhouette for only a brief space of moments before the details fade in. A woman raising an awkward salute, bringing boredly strands before my eyes. Spare me, I don't want to see a pose like that outside of the workplace. In the first place, what's with that dopey salute? The girls in bikinis in the maritime SDF recruitment posters in impressive form. I don't recall contributing to society today to deserve my any appreciation. She opens the door of the car stopped next to her. Yeah, true enough. Oh, this is different. From Mishima Cape Police Station to National Highway 1, number 133 southbound, we proceed to the Prefectural Highway and advance further out toward the Cape. The range slowly rotating wind turbines came into view, indicating we are approximately to the sea.
この暑さだから熱射病で倒れてるのかと思っちゃった。
I thought you really thought I was sick.
どうしてそんなことが言えるの？
You were trying the police station first, not hospitals.
そりゃあなたのことだからぶっ倒れる前に何とかするとは思ったけど、一応体のこと気遣ってるんだから素直に聞けばいいのに。
Accuracy in weather forecasts and interpersonal communications make society run
可
smoother.
愛くない。
I think I remember the protagonist's face. Oh, sorry, I think I shouldn't say protagonist. But again, she continues her harangue. What? Okay,
第一、ここにだって本数は少ないけど電車は通ってるんだから、それで来ればよかったのに歩いてきちゃうんだもん。それも聞いてびっくりしたのよ。ヒマラヤにでも登るような大荷物背負ってるって。
sorry, I hate trains. Okay, it's Yuji.
だからって歩いてくるなんて常識外れよ。
Okay, why does he hate trains?
どうしたの？黙っちゃって。
Could you not mention this to the other students? I don't want them getting any funny ideas about me from the get-go.
変なのが来たって警戒されるかもね。確かに。
ですよね。I got enough of that from the police to last me a while.
やっぱり職質受けてたのね。 はい、着いたわ。ここよ。
The car proceeded about 500 meters along an area of reclaimed coastal land before she brought me to a stop. So this is what he meant by landfill. I see. As I'm recalling from the words of the detective from before, the woman continues our conversation with a subtly cheerful tone.
どう？立派でしょ。この近隣の学校の中では一番新しいのよ。
Very nice. Barely even looks like a school. Although I heard it was a new school, its external appearance generally isn't what I expected. A 3-story building, a pure white color of outer walls is the only typical school-like environment, with every other aspect of more closely resembling a city office building. The gates to the right and left are less evocative of a school gate than functional fence at some facility. The mounted signboard likewise is an alternate thing printed in the— Oh no!
これからここがあなたの母校になるのよ。感慨深くない？
Okay, I've only just arrived in this place. If I said I was deeply moved by the sight, it'd be a lie.
味もそっけもない。人間想像力が大事なのよ。
With an exaggerated sigh, she opens her hands wide in an overblown gesture of a third-rate actor.
新設校だからあまり学校のイメージがないかもしれないけど、学生だってちゃんと普通のいい子たちがいるのよ。だから
I'm pretty sure that is not normal. English! Oh, we got English in this game! Rick Marol is abruptly interrupted by a high-pitched shrieks of two girls. I wonder what Yuji's gonna say.
その
Normal. Could you find that term? Is there classes where we chase each other around brandishing insects?
違うのよ。あの子たちはそのね。
I don't think I do, but it's nice to see that it's a lively school.
でしょ。とりあえず行きましょうか。中に。
I better change the frame rate of this game. I mean, for the recording. I think! Her office is positioned quite near the school buildings in front entrance. Furniture is nicely arranged based on around an old-fashioned desk and chair. In contrast to the In contrast to the incongruity of the building's external appearance, this room is a textbook example of the old-fashioned principal's office.
そこ座って。
Sit on the general leather sofa as one of the room's most prominent furnishings. After waiting for me to settle myself, she lowers herself into the seat across from me.
学園長の立花千鶴です。ようこそ美浜学園へ。
What? That's no way. I believe that's the principal. I mean, this caught me off guard. I mean, I thought she's like a teacher or something, but how could I expect to be a principal right away?
それともお久しぶりねの方がいいかしら、あざみくん。
Don't tell me he knows her. A practical level of nice to meet you might be a better option.
そっか。そうね、確かに。
With a slight amused smile, Principal Tachibana takes out a pamphlet.
まあ、あなたのことだからもう概要は知ってるとは思うけど、一応説明はしておくわ。
Okay. She flips past a couple pages from a brochure I hadn't noticed, but her fingernails are lightly
こ
polished.
こは学校法人榊学園の運営する私学の学園で、全国から選ばれた学生たちを集めて日々勉学に励んでいるの。
Okay.
榊学園の母体は関東一円に私鉄網を持つ東浜急行電鉄グループ。その資金力を持って最高の設備と教職員を揃えているわ。まず
Is this like the second time I heard the visual novel that says Kanto region? Because I remember the first one was Gogo Nippon, but I didn't expect it. I think Kanto is really big in Japan. Who knows? The principal talks shifts to more detailed matters. These branch expresses an enormous corporate group with its heads in real estate and large-scale retail, but its core business is management of the rail connecting Tokyo and Haneda airports. The EBE's management is shouldered by the Sakaki family, and it seems plausible that this Sakaki Academy Corporation is also administered by them directly. But that's only a guess based on circumstantial evidence. Given the lack of public information on this secretive corporation's activities or even the existence of this academy, I haven't gained anything of that could be called definitive proof from my investigation so far.
あなたは2年生として学園に入ってもらいます。早速明日のホームルームで転校のことをお知らせするから、それ以降は自由に振る舞って構わないわ。
Decide course. Okay, is this like about K-12 or something? I believe that's it. Her fingers come to a stop Stretching her hands gently together, the principal raises her gaze from a pamphlet and meets my eyes.
どう？あなたのお望み通り、普通の学園生活を送るには最適の環境だと思うけど。
I have a few questions.
どうぞ。
First, today is weekday, but there's barely anyone on the slow grounds. What's going on?
少数精鋭なのよ。学生数はあなたを入れて6人だけなの。
Only 6?
そうよ。
The elite few?
ええ。
That includes our friends with Sikanda right just now?
もちろん。
The friends of the Sikanda. Oh, these other girls! I forgot about that. Question, why am I leaving from today on?
全寮制なの。後で学生寮の場所を案内します。そこからここに通ってちょうだい。
A dormitory, is it?
寮といっても十分な広さのある個室だから安心よ。
I'm pretty sure I remember all the scenes about someone on... I'm pretty sure I would not... I better not spoil it because I just remember the scene, but mainly because I feel like I'm gonna blame it on someone. Don't say it. In that case, it's not a problem.
以上かしら。
Before I finish, one last thing.
はい、どうぞ。
First, last question only. I stare directly into her eyes. I need to confirm the principal's intention of bringing me here. After all is said and done, is this a normal school? The principal closes her mouth. At the moment of silence, she opens it again. A gentle smile. I confess that she isn't lying to me for some hidden self-interest.
あなたがあの時に言った希望、ちゃんと覚えているわよ。
The principal slowly stands up and walks to the window side. Sorry. The athletic grounds are visible from the window. Although resembling of those normal schools, the grounds are girdled by an improbably high wall.
普通の学園に入って普通の学生生活が送りたい。
The mere handful of students precisely extravagant facilities on the on-campus dormitory, the high wall surrounding it all. They clearly indicate abnormality.
でもね、あなたも分かってると思うけど、あなた自身の境遇を考えると、ここしか条件に合うところがなかったのよ。
Yes, you're right.
私はあくまでもここは普通の学園だとあなたに言います。
The principal turns to face me.
だからあなたもここで普通に過ごしてくれればいいわ。何かしてほしいとか私から言うことはありません。
わかりました。
それじゃ寮の方へ案内するわ。
Alright, yeah. With a nod, I raise to my feet. On the ground to the side, the gusts of salty sea air kicks up the cloud of sand.
ここが学生寮よ。管理室も含めると部屋数は全部で11。
I love
各
her
部屋
rooms.
ごとにお風呂とトイレとキッチンが備え付けられてるから生活の心配はないわ。家具も一通り揃ってるしね。何キョロキョロしてるの？
The Cicada pair familiar. They don't seem to be around.
ああ、
Cicada.
ソウさんとイリスさんのことね。二人ともまだ学園に残っているのかもね。小峰さんもいないようだし。
That Komine guy is still in here too.
その子に寮の案内を頼んでいたんだけど姿が見えないから。
So you don't have a minute grasp on the movements of the students, I see.
私はほら単なる学園長だから。
Merely, is it?
ちょっと待ってね。部屋にいるのかもしれないから。
Okay, Why do I feel sick? The principal walks around the interpreter of the building. Left here by myself, I stare vaguely up the ceiling. Soon I've consciously fallen into a habit of counting the number of visible sprinklers, then roughly estimating the scale of the building. Sorry. Calculating the time needed to gain control in front of the front entrance, and ascertaining the location of the emergency exits. Not the main support pillars are there. Guess that's why these things are just a bit low. Wait. Having grown absorbed in analyzing the building, I don't even notice the dog on my sleeve. What the fuck? Wait. Guys, you know that is a maid, right? That is a maid, but who would allow a person with looking like someone very young, with a person who has a motive like, you're coming home with me, become a maid? Why? Oh wait, it can't happen because it's freaking anime. Alright, never mind. Until the final excuse me of many finally catches my ear. Is this Komine? No, I don't think it's Komine, but this is the one that mentioned before. I drop my gaze in the direction of the voice and find the girl in housemaid clothes looking out at me. Not that she's particularly diminutive height, except in comparison to a taller male like me. Oh my god. I mean, that's what a lolly would say. No one's going to admit that they are in a duty if you ask them point blank. The maid nods several times, slowly closes her eyes and begins to review my words. So glad I accidentally pressed it. My god. First of all, take it in your strong suit, clearly. No, never mind. So, what does the maid want with me? Like in every anime. This will be the second time I heard that pickup line. This maid is killing me. What? Oh. Oh, my nose. Oh, sorry. You're a lot tougher than you look, maid. I'm right, it is freaking Komine. Despite having noticed our voices, our principal calls out to the girl. It is the maid was Komine all along. What is Kazami Yuji? Yes, Japanese, baby! Nippon, I'm coming. Never mind. I think you should introduce yourself.
すみません。下の名前はサチです。よろしくお願いします。
Komine Saichi. I see. This time it's not any but a first name. I had to start earlier with the other two, but you've certainly gathered some unique elites here.
学生の個性を伸ばすのが学園の役目だから。
Wait. Something about this doesn't make sense. Is he like very taller than these girls, or I don't know. Would you mean that she's a student too?
小峰さんはこの学園の1年生よ。あなたには小峰さんが教壇に立つような年に見えた？
That's not really my point of confusion here. Are you in the first grade certain preconceptions? For example, if I see a girl wearing bunny ears in a bar, I won't ask if she's done with her Bible.
小峰さんは普段から目どっかでいることが多いから。
I'm pretty sure it's not funny to some people. That's not an explanation.
確かにそうね。それじゃあ小峰さん、説明してあげて。わかりました。私はクラス委員を任されている関係で、よく先生方のお手伝いや雑用をお願いされることが多いのですが。
Which explains the maid uniform.
なんだかメイドさんみたいだねという話から、ちょっとメイド服着てみなよと促され、実際着てみたらやっぱり似合うから、なるべく普段から着た方がいいよと提案されたので、なるべく普段からメイド服を着るように心がけています。
You just seen the lines from someone's mouth, didn't you? I see, you're a devoted one. A fallen Huh? Sorry, はい、
ありがとうございます。
I was really intending that to be a compliment, but there's no point of telling her that.
じゃあ、ここからは彼女に案内してもらって。その方が話もできていいでしょう。
Let me guess, she's going to guide him to the wrong room. No objections.
それじゃあ小峰さん、あとはお願いね。
Or it could be someone else in which is exactly his room.
それではまず1階から案内していきますね。
Yeah, if you would. The maid slowly begins to walk, but quickly comes to a stop in front of the management room. Stop dead. She's staring at me with an expression that clearly indicates that she has something to say. What's wrong? You need something?
あなたのことを何とお呼びしたらいいのか聞き忘れていました。
Can't think of it, you're right.
すみません。
Well, you can call me whatever you want.
それでしたら、ゆうくんと呼ばせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Yusha! If you're watching this, say me! We've gotten pretty familiar all of a sudden.
では、風見さんというのはいかがでしょう。
Sure, anyway, I'll call you Sachi.
Sachi?
My bad. Would Sachimon be better?
いえ、サチで構いませんよ。
Her expression didn't change in the slightest, but her eyes at the moment she spoke with the words with such a strange forcefulness. That's alright, Sachi. Best regards and all that.
はい。
Judging from her smile, she seems she doesn't dislike being called Sachi.
それでは早速なのですが、寮に入って最初に見えるこの部屋が 風見さんのお部屋になります。
Hey, please seems to be saying it's the management's room though.
学園長さんのお話では風見さんには寮長を兼ねてこの部屋に住んでほしいとのことでしたけど。
In other words, she wants me to play the prison guard. But at the very least, 3 out of 6. Ah, no! Frick. It would probably be prudent to have a room as far as possible from theirs to avoid potential trouble. Mind if you take a look inside?
はい、これが部屋の鍵です。どうぞ。
When I open the door with the key she hands me, I promptly place a set of kitchen and household goods catches my eyes. They seem to be in good shape, and I can confirm with the glance of the room that itself will be more adequate living environment given my needs.
この寮のすべての部屋には火災報知器が1つと2つのスプリンクラーが設置されています。
Got it. She's guessed my thoughts from the direction of my gaze.
そこは1畳半ほどのウォークインクローゼットになっていると聞いています。
As a little test, I focus my eyes to a different point of interest, and she provides an explanation in the same way. Although she's a little off in some departments, she seems to be pretty sharp in some respects. In other respects, why am I so? So I need a Tombstone. I see. Looks like there won't be any problems. I speak. I just tossed it over the sink. Was somebody using this room before I came?
少なくとも4ヶ月は誰も使っていなかったはずですが。
4 months. The boy's pretty clear considering.
まあ建物自体新しいですし、風見さんがいらっしゃる前はこの部屋を倉庫代わりに使用することもあったので、その時に誰かが水道を使っていたのかもしれません。私も時々お掃除の時にバケツの水を汲むために使っていましたから。
So, I feel supposed to start the waters, drop the luggage and be carried out of the spot, and promptly leave the room.
それから玄関を入って正面のスペースはみんなの共有の場所になっています。
The standard student dorm is community space, is it?
はい。マキちゃんやアマネさんなんかはよくここで過ごしていますよ。
That's so. Although I haven't heard those names before, there must be other students.
それから風見さんの部屋の隣はボイラー室。その正面が階段で、その奥には4つの部屋があって、階段の隣の3号室が私の部屋になります。
I heard there are 11 rooms in total. Any reason why you picked one on the first floor?
それは私の名前がサチなので、さっちゃんなら3号室でしょと。
I get the idea.
ここが2階です。2階は基本的に部屋のみの構造となっていて、私以外の学生さんは全員この階に住んでいます。
Which would mean two of these are vacant?
はい、7号室と9号室は現在空き部屋になっています。3階はこの大浴場をはじめとした戦闘的な構造になっています。
Question: Is it separate for genders?
階段の反対側にはコインランドリーや物干しスペースもあるので、必要な時に利用してください。もし洗濯自体が苦手なようでしたら、私に言っていただければ代行しますので。
Which makes sense because you're a maid. Again. Wouldn't taking care of someone's chores be a nuisance?
クラス委員ですから。
Alright, I'll keep that offer in mind.
はい。
There's no reason to refuse outright when the offer is delivered with such an earnest smile. By the way, can we use this grand bathroom as we please?
はい。清掃は専門の業者さんが定期的にやってくれているので、清掃中以外は24時間利用可能です。ただ、男湯と女湯に分かれているわけではないので、風見さんが入浴する際は入り口にこの札をかけるようにしてください。
I'm really glad that she answered the question. As she speaks, she asks me to cover is in use male basing. Sure, I think I might take advantage of it pretty often. The view up here is pretty nice.
そうですね。周りには校舎の他に高い建物もないですし、ガラスの透過率も 75% ですから、海面に沈む夕日を眺めることもで。
The ocean view, huh? Not bad.
ご希望ならすぐに入ることもできますけど。
Speak, I noticed that Sachi's already holding a towel and changed her clothes in her hand. You're pretty well prepared.
この大浴場を見た大体の人はすぐに入ってみたくなるみたいなので。
Well, I hope you're prepared to see my... I see the fruit of your experience, is it? どうした？
風見さんのための着替えではなく、私の着替えを持ってきてしまいました。
That's such a demonstration of honor for yourself among the clothes of Sachi's. Oh my god! Whoa! This is the coloration that you want to bathe again.
いえ、そのつもりはありませんでした。すみません。
I really don't think there's anything to apologize for.
ありがとうございます。では、これで寮の案内は終わりになりますが、何か質問はありますか？
Let's see, can I ask about something then other than the dorm?
私に答えられることでしたら。
In that case, let's hear your 3 sizes, Sachi.
はい、上から82、56、83です。
Wait, sizes? The fuck? I don't get it. At the moment, is there a specific man you're going out with?
いません。
Your experience was men to date?
ありません。
I know I'm the one to ask you these questions, but answering them so politely, would that be because you're the class representative?
クラス委員はみんなの役に立ってこそのクラス委員ですから。
Admirable devotion to customer service.
ありがとうございます。他に質問はありますか？
Nothing comes to mind.
わかりました。もし他に聞きたいことができたら、部屋にある内線電話で3番を押してください。
はい。
それでは私はこれで失礼しますね。
With another parole, Sachi bows like a genuine housemaid and starts to turn away. Ah, Sachi!
はい。
Thanks for the door. I appreciate it.
はい。
The class representative these days seems to be surprisingly tough, well-willed breed. After some time, I take another look around the stairs to the building on my own. Okay, I think this is the best way to stop here. Mainly because I feel like I took enough time for me to record. So if you want me to do more of Fruit of Grisaia, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, or just leave it a like if you want. Maybe Yusha can tell because he's already doing a gameplay for himself. So yeah, if you want me to continue. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Happy Halloween.
終了するの。わかったわ。
Scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think